kingdom builders and kingdom runners. You carry deposits within you, for you have gleaners in the fields, and you have always been willing to glean and glean. And many times the gleaners can be a bit overlooked, and it is a tiring task to be a gleaner, but you are kingdom builders. Brother, you are a kingdom builder, and there's so many tools around you. And the Lord has been making you into a man that can do anything, for you are a father in the kingdom, and you will arise more and more to be a father and a mother in the kingdom. You will be known for that. And you will be the ones that support and encourage, but also the ones that part the way and make a way for others where there is no way. You will find solutions and you will find the breakthroughs. I saw you building doors, carving them where there is nothing, and suddenly light came through and God will manifest in a new way. The Lord says, son, I have called you to be a discoverer, to be a man who reinvents the wheel many times, to be a man that unsettles people, and at times will be called the troublemaker like David was. You're the man that many are going to either be thrilled to see you or will want to turn the other way, because they will say he causes things to happen. And those who are religious, those who are controlling, those who are set on their ways, and even cultural boxes, mindsets that have been for a long time are going to be very challenged because of you. You are a man of passion. There is tremendous passion within you. You are fully sold out. You don't go halfway. It is all the way, 150%, and no matter the cost, no matter what it is, for you have chosen not to love your life even unto death. The Lord has seen the endurance, has seen the willingness of your life. He is going to meet those expectations, and even more will be given to you. I heard the Lord saying, so you're going to speak to many and they will listen. You will stand in front of the learned, for you are a learned man. And you will stand with that mind of a scholar God has given you. That is going to increase more and more, for you will be challenged by many. And they will say, where did he learn those things? How can he know those things? But the Spirit of the living God is very strong within you. Many will seek you, many will say, there's favor in that man. When he comes, things turn around, there's prosperity in you. The two of you are going to bring mediocrity to an end in many situations, where you don't settle for mediocrity. There is more, and you will always find the more that there is. I heard the Lord saying, he has heard your prayers. He's going to release, as he did with Hannah, when the impossible things that she was praying for, and the Lord granted her request. The Lord wants you to know, dear, that the word impossible is going to disappear in your life. You are a mighty woman. There is favor and there is passion within you. You are a leader among leaders, and God has placed a Deborah within you, a conqueror and a woman of victory, a woman who will not hold back, a woman who will know more and more her calling, her destiny, her place. And at times, dear, you will also be a challenge to many people. You are very creative. There is creative arts in you, and there is creativity in you that is going to blossom in a new way. And I heard the Lord saying, dear, he's going to release the psalmist anointing that you carry, where you're going to see the prophetic song rise within you. The prophetic voice is going to be heard like a trumpet. But you also have a seer's anointing within you, and you will see into heavenly things, and you will see into the things the eyes of man normally don't see. You will see into those things. And I heard the Lord saying that I will lead you and I will guide you in all things. At times it is going to look challenging, for you will not, the two of you will not be in comfort. You will always be on the edge. You will always be in the out of your comfort zone of life. But you are leaders of many, and there's so many following you, many trusting you. You have corporate destiny, which is different than individual destiny. Joshua and Caleb had corporate destiny. Their destiny was linked to other people, the people of Israel. And at times, you will find yourselves being delayed, and you are ready, and you will not understand why things aren't happening. It's not because of you. That's where the corporate part comes in. Other people need to respond. Other people have to align for this corporate release. But with Joshua and Caleb, when they got a breakthrough, the rest of Israel got a breakthrough too. And that is the thing with corporate destiny. It affects more than just you, it affects many people. There's a hospitality in you. And I was saying there's going to be a revolving door for you, and where you live, there will be moves for you. You will not live, too long in one place for a while. There will be many different stepping stones that will come at different locations. There is something in Europe for you. But as you walk on the stepping stones just now, they are arranged by God. They are prepared by Him ahead of time. And at times you will step out without knowing. Stepping out of the boat is a risky thing. But as you do, the stepping stones will form under your feet. The Lord will use you in a great way. The Lord will provide in a great way. The Lord will sustain you in a great way. You will never be empty-handed. You will never be without anything. Whatever the need is, there will always be more for you. But I heard the Lord saying, son and daughter, I have removed the teeth of the lions, and I have removed the claws of the bears. They will always make noise. Threats will be around, and they will always be at risk. But the Lord has removed the power, and there will not be damage. As you advance and keep on going, for you are groundbreakers, pioneers in the kingdom, and you will pioneer in places and situations where others will not want to go and pioneer. And like this, I'm not talking about bad places. Some of these places will be, good places, wealthy places, famous places, but others will not want to do what God will send you to do. And in those places of obedience, God will release portions of grace and understanding that are going to give you the steps ahead for you and for others around you. Remember, corporate destiny. And so, real estate for you. And provision that will come, but you will own enough real estate, not just enough, a bit more than enough real estate in your lives.
Thank you so much.
It's a pleasure. And I thank you for your time. Because the Lord says to you, certainly,